Hey everybody, this is Willy from Y Academy, and today's topic, right, is how should businesses prepare for selling on Amazon in fourth quarter of the year in Q4. So I'll break down this topic into four different pointers. Number one, when should you start stockpiling in Q4 to have a strong holiday season? Number two, what are some of the worst possible case scenarios that may happen in Q4 and how do we avoid them? And number three, what are some of my best strategies for success when it comes to selling on Amazon for this quarter? And the fourth point is it too early to start marketing my products in Q4 during August or September? All right, so the first pointer, when should you start stockpiling in Q4 to have a strong holiday season? The answer is obviously, right, in early October. That means your product must reach Amazon fulfillment centers during the first week or second week of October. All right, this is actually to prevent congestions because November is going to be very late due to shipping delays, custom delays, especially right now due to COVID and this kind of situation, right? This pandemic situation. There's going to be a very bad congestion issues at ports, be it in China, be it in US, right? And the factories, right, is going to have a lot of backlogs also at the same time because, when you are going to actually buy your products in October, there's going to be a lot of people trying to order their products. There's going to be a lot of sellers trying to order their products from factories, right? Especially in the fourth quarter of the year because they want to actually catch that season. So there's going to be a huge backlog by these factories itself, okay? And the thing is that what are some of the worst possible case scenarios, right, that may happen in Q4 and how do we avoid them? So some of the worst possible scenarios in my last 9 years of selling on Amazon is number one, delayed freight. Okay, number one is delayed freight. And like just now what I mentioned, there's going to be a lot of shipping companies, and also vessels that's going to be delayed due to COVID, due to a surge of demand, due to suddenly there's a lot of sellers who actually try to restock their products from China, and of course, delayed freight. Other than that, there's going to be fulfillment centers temporary closure. All right, so some of the fulfillment centers, right, is going to close, for a while. Okay, maybe during the late or during early November, because they know that there's going to be a surge of sellers, and they know that their fulfillment centers, right, they only have a limited space. Even though it's very, very big, there's going to be limited space, so they do not want a surge of sellers, or rather surge of products, right, coming to the warehouse, and that will create a lot of mess, a lot of congestions during the holiday season, and that will affect everything, right? So you're going to be prepared that Amazon might close some of their warehouses or maybe all of their warehouses, and your shipping plan, right, as an Amazon seller, when you create shipping plan and when you try to create shipping plan in November or in late October, you're going to have problems because you might not able to create your shipping plans to send your product, to replenish your products, right? So this way, right? Okay, so let me just talk about what happens, right, if the fulfillment center closes. So when that happens, right, okay, so normally before that happens, somewhere around in Q3, all right now in Q3, my team, right, will reach out to those third-party logistic partners. We call them 3PL, and also their warehouses to see how much do they charge, what is their fulfillment speed like, what is their fulfillment cost, what's the handling time, and if the products reaches in the US somewhere around maybe late October, then we'll send everything, right, into the third-party logistic centers, all right, their warehouses, instead of Amazon, right? Because we know that Amazon is going to have some kind of delay, even though we can actually create shipping plan and send to Amazon, but we prefer to actually send 70% of our inventory to third-party logistic partners, all right, due to maybe potential FC close, fulfillment center closes, or delays. If they never close, there'll be delays also, okay? So number three is delayed fulfillment due to snow. Okay, so in the fourth quarter of the year, or rather, late third quarter, right, snow is going to come, and some places, right, in the US, there's going to be a huge snowfall, right? And that can't be avoided because, when there's huge snowfall, heavy snowfall, right, the fulfillment is going to be delayed, all right? Be it from the port to the fulfillment center or the fulfillment center going to your customers is going to be delayed, right? So how to actually handle this, how to solve this problem, right? Of course, spread your inventory, between the fulfillment centers and also the third party warehouses. So the third party warehouses, right, try to actually spread, across maybe 5 different states so that, your inventory will not be stuck, your fulfillment will not be delayed that much. It will be delayed if there's heavy snowfall in some of the states, but it will not be delayed so much, right? So that's number one. Number two is that you got to talk to your customers. So if you're fulfilling from third-party warehouses and you have customer emails, so you got to actually tell them in your footer, maybe if you have an automated system set up like Active Campaign, whenever you have an email, whenever you have an order coming in through your Shopify store. Amazon, don't think so, because you can't have Amazon customer emails, right? So the thing is that, if you have your purchase coming through your Shopify store, then you can use Active Campaign. You can put a little footer in your email, okay, telling them that, hey, right now there's heavy snowfall in these states, there's heavy snowfall in these areas, there's weather, there's this condition, so there's gonna be a late fulfillment. You can actually have that on your website also as one of the banners. So instead of saying, 100,000 people actually bought my products and, or rather maybe if you buy above $100, you can get 10% off this kind of banner, right? You can actually change around the banner and say that, hey, important notice or announcement saying that there's going to be heavy snowfall and your fulfillment, your delivery of the product will be delayed, all right? So you gotta explain very, very clearly so that they do not get frustrated waiting for your products, right? And of course, during the late Q3 and early Q4 season, somewhere around in till late November, right, there's going to be another thing, which is the hurricane season, all right? So hurricane season, right, sometimes will hit California or Georgia, all right, these two areas. And, and the thing is that when hurricane hits, your product is going to be delayed, all right? And delay is one thing. Your product is going to be damaged or whatsoever, because last time we have some preppers, we have some business networks in the US who actually helped me to receive products from China. And, when hurricane hits, right, one of my business network, we have preppers. That means they actually prep the products to send to Amazon itself. When the hurricane came, they have to run. Okay, they have to run for the hills. Okay, to avoid the hurricane, right? So when they run, they can't really be bothered with my products, right? And I believe my products, or rather their warehouse is, they have insurance for that. So when they run, the only thing that I can tell them is good luck, right? Be safe, okay? Don't worry about my product. Even though my product is worth like $15,000 to $20,000 at a point of time, but human lives is more important than this kind of stuff. So when they came back after the hurricane, my products became moldy. So thanks to them, thanks to my the business networks that actually helped me to take care of this kind of situation. They came back and said, hey, the product's moldy, we are going to help you actually change the packaging itself. And they did that. All right. So thank goodness for, the business network that helped me to actually take care of my products at a point of time. So hurricane is going to hit, okay, during the fourth quarter of the year or late third quarter of the year. I'm not going to say guarantee that you will hit. I hope that you will not. One of the worst things that might happen to your products, right? And the thing is that lastly, right, okay, one of the worst possible situation is to combine everything together with COVID, all right? Because right now, due to COVID, there's a lot of people who have this kind of situation. And those warehouses, right, fulfillment centers, be it third party or Amazon fulfillment centers, they want to be really careful with this. So that's why due to COVID, there's a lot of receiving delays, okay, by the warehouses, be it third party or Amazon. So there's going to be some kind of delay, right, especially with COVID. And also COVID spreads everywhere, right? That includes the ports, that includes the airports, that includes the air hub, the seaports and all that, right? So this will happen. And how to counter this is to make sure that you send your products early, all right? Don't send them in late November. Okay, if you send them in late November, then if you're selling on Shopify and if you're fulfilling on your own website, then you got to really tell them that, hey, it's going to be delayed. Right now, we are able to actually give you a pre-order. You are able to get this at 10% off, but you might not receive this product during Christmas. Are you okay with that? Right? So you got to put up this kind of information, this kind of disclaimer for them to make their decision, to purchase decision, right, for this. All right, and number 3, what are some of my best strategies for success when it comes to selling on Amazon for this quarter? All right, so this is more towards the marketing angle, right? So number 1, look at events and holiday calendar, right? So there's a lot of holiday calendar out there. I like to use this calendar called promo.com, promo.com calendar, and you can actually see there's a lot of potential marketing ideas and angles from this events itself. There's going to be many mini events leading up to Thanksgiving, leading up to Christmas, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. There's pre-Black Friday, there's pre-Cyber Monday. There's something like there's going to be like mini celebration events and all that. So you can actually angle your product. If your product, like for example, if you're selling like coffee press, you can go for like the coffee press day, which is somewhere around in the US. I forgot which day is that really, right? So looking at this kind of dates, right, in Q4 can actually have that marketing angle for you in order for you to talk to influencers or rather talk to your customers itself. Okay, and the other thing is to get into gift guides. So the thing is that there's a lot of people who will search for gift guide, they'll search for Christmas gift guide, Thanksgiving gift guide, and they want to understand what kind of products, right, is suitable for this year's Thanksgiving, this year's Christmas, whatsoever. So get into gift guides. Okay, so you can Google for gift guide on Google, right, and see who are those people who wrote this gift guide and contact them to see how you can actually enter this kind of gift guide. Okay, and the other thing is to work on your TikTok. So you might be surprised, hey, why suddenly we talk about TikTok? Because right now, right, TikTok is one of the major social media platform out there, and it's very, very important, right, to actually have your brand on TikTok and also have your community on TikTok. So building community, building your fan base, for your brand on TikTok is one of the critical strategies, right, for the next 5 to at least 10 years ahead, right? Because people want to actually have a little community with them. If they like a certain brand, for example, if you like, for me, I like Razer. Okay, Razer, right, built a very good fan base, a very good community itself. Why? Because they are on social media. Because you see, Razer, right, their products is okay, no problem. I like Razer products, all right. And the thing is that I also believe that there's a lot of more products, a lot of brands, right, that are better than Razer, right? Obviously, right? So, I don't, even Razer themselves, right, wouldn't say that, their product are the best in the world, right? They wouldn't say that because there's competitors like Logitech and this kind of brands who has been there for many, many years also. But the thing is that if you look closely, right, on TikTok, on Facebook especially, Razer themselves, right, they actually built a very strong fan base. Okay, when you have a very strong fan base on social media, right, your brand will be very, very strong. So, how do you do that now? Is it difficult to build fan base on social media? No, it's not. You can actually start with the easiest on TikTok, right, where a lot of people, they are on TikTok right now, nowadays, and you can easily get some kind of fan base over there. You can start with 1 follower, 10, 15, for example, okay? So start to form your fans and communities on TikTok, all right, by talking about your product, your brand. Then you also engage in, active conversation with other brands out there, with other content creators on TikTok, which is very easy. You just log into TikTok and you can just use the, your brand and talk and comment on other content creators' content, right? It's very easy. It's like talking to your friends on WhatsApp. So the fourth topic, right, the fourth pointer, is it too early to start marketing my products during Q4? Marketing is never too early because you got to practice, All right, marketing is all about practice and practice. Even though you have the knowledge about how to market your product, even though you have a degree in marketing and all that, right? You still need to actually practice your marketing strategies, your tactics, and all that. You have to do a lot of research, and also you got to understand that you got to practice how to hire people to market for you, how to manage these people. Okay, and also like just now what I mentioned to you, you have to get onto TikTok and have to actually talk about your brand on TikTok. I'm on TikTok, right? You can actually follow me on TikTok at Willy Lin. Okay, maybe our dear video editor that actually can put somewhere, okay, in this video. And the thing is that I share a lot of contents about, how do you actually sell on Amazon, what kind of websites I'm using for my Amazon business and all that. So practicing like this, right? Practicing on how to upload your contents on TikTok, how to create captions, subtitles, what kind of hashtag to use, how to actually cut your videos using mobile phone. All right, nowadays it's about mobile phone, and you can just use your mobile phone to actually edit video nowadays for TikTok videos especially, right? It's getting easier and easier, and you need a lot of practice. Then you can be, it'll be easier for you, right? So yeah, I hope this little content, how should businesses actually prepare for selling on Amazon in Q4, is number one, you should practice, okay, your marketing skills if you're a new business. And number two, don't be late, all right, when you stockpile your products in Q4, because there's going to be like hurricane, I hope there's going to be a weather issue, there's going to be a natural, environmental situations issue, and there's going to be like surge in backlog in factories and all that, right? So yeah, I hope, this video give you some kind of insights about how you should prepare for Q4, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, cheers, bye bye.